Kia ora, I'm Ty. Today for you I have a flow for strength. We're going to start in Tadasana today. Make sure you have 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, that's fine. I can modify for you. Press firmly down through both feet. Lift the toes. Stretch them out wide and then press them strong into the ground. Engage the kneecaps, engage the quads, tailbones drawing down towards the earth. Spine is long, shoulders drawing down and away from the ears. Crown of the head is reaching towards the sky. Open the palms to face the front. Option to close down the eyes. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. In Tadasana, I want you to just start to see yourself as strength. Feel the strength in your body. Slowly open your eyes. On your next inhale, round your arms out and all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe gaze up towards the sky. Keep your spine long. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips and fold all the way down to the earth. You can create a bend in your knees if you feel that's appropriate for you today in your practice. Maybe sway from side to side. Relax the head and the neck. Option to interlace your hands behind your back and draw your arms overhead. Maybe shake your head from side to side. No, 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 no. So feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. Oof. Slowly release the hands back to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway for Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to fold back down Uttanasana. Press through your palms and step yourself back to downward facing dog. If this is your first dog of the day, you can take them for a walkie. So extend one heel to the earth as you bend the opposite knee and then switch. Draw that chest down and forward into the earth and the tailbone up and back. Once you've found some length in your spine and you feel comfortable and strong in downward facing dog, I want you to lift that right leg high, flex the toes, make sure they're pointing straight down to the earth. Make sure you're pressing firmly down through all of your fingers. On an exhale, draw that knee into the chest. Hold it here. Try and draw that heel to the booty and then step that right foot between your palms. Stay high on the ball of your back foot. Press firmly down through your right palm. Then you're going to extend that left arm to the sky for an open lunge twist. Keep those thighs engaged. Open the chest so the shoulders are stacked. Maybe lift your hips up a bit to create some length. Plant that left palm down, Step yourself back to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg now, flex the toes, point them straight down to the earth. And on an exhale, draw that knee to the chest. Try and kick your booty with your heel. And then step that foot forward. Stay lifted off the back foot, press firmly down through the left palm, and extend the right palm up to the sky. Make sure your thighs are engaged, your left glute is active. Maybe lift the hips a little higher than you think you need to. Stack the shoulders, open the chest. Breathe. Drop the right palm. Step yourself back, downward facing dog. Look to your palms, take many steps to meet. And exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, out of Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hinge at your hips and round yourself out and all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms by your sides for Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Press firmly through your palms, step yourself back to plank. Option to lower your knees to the earth or lower down in one piece for Chaturanga. Inhale up to Cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes, engage the core, come up through plank, and then send that booty up and back for a downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Take a moment here in dog. Press firmly through all 10 fingers, or however many fingers you have. Don't want to discriminate. Alright, lift that right leg high. Flex the toes, point them down towards the earth. And on an exhale, draw that knee to the chest. Step that right foot between the palms. Create some length in your spine. So draw the crown of your head forward. Send that torso long. Then from here, I want you to spiral that back heel down and round yourself up to find Warrior Two. Make sure your front knee is stacked directly over your front heel. Your back foot is pressing firmly into the earth. Torso comes long, spine is long, tailbone is rooting down towards the earth, and your groin is opening, your hips are opening, your chest is open. Arms come out to a T, gaze over your right hand. Keep those thighs engaged. Keep those hips opening. Nice. From here, straighten that front knee. Torso comes long. If you have a block, place that block to the outside edge of your right foot. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can use your leg for this one. So your torso is long, and then extend yourself long over your front leg. Hand comes to your block, hand comes to your shin. Open yourself up for triangle pose. Make sure you're still pressing firmly through the outside edge of your left foot. Your hips are opening. Your upper back ribs are drawing around and in to create an opening in the chest. Left hand reaches to the sky and your gaze follows. Maybe engage the glutes a little bit to open further in the hips. Create a little bend in that front knee. Spiral your hands down to the earth. Come back onto the ball of the back foot and step yourself back, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step, or you can jump to meet, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at your hips and round yourself out and all the way up. Exhale, palms by your sides for Tadasana. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Press firmly through your palms and step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up to cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, engage the core, send that booty up and back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg now, flex the toes, point them straight down towards the earth. And on an exhale, draw that knee to the chest and stick that left foot between the palms. Create a length in the spine here. Crown of the head is reaching forward, torso is elongating. Then you're going to spiral that back heel down and round yourself up to find warrior two. Make sure pressing firmly down through that left foot. Knee is stacked directly over the ankle. Pressing firmly down through the outside edge of the right foot too. Torso is lifted, spine is long. Arms come out to T, gaze over your left hand. Keep the chest open. Engage the glutes to open the hips. Breathe. Straighten that front knee. Create length in the spine and the torso again, and then hinge over that front leg. Grab the block or place your hand on your shin. Open your hips. Open your chest. Right hand reaches for the sky and your gaze follows for triangle pose. Keep opening that right hip. Draw the lower back ribs in. Nice. You should feel a nice stretch along that right side. From here, plant the palms, bend that front knee, take the block away from you. Come back onto the ball of the back foot and step yourself back to downward facing dog. Come through another flow, so look towards your palms, step or jump to meet, and exhale to fold. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana, halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at your hips and round yourself out and all the way up. Exhale, palms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Press firmly through your palms, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up to cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, engage the core to plank. Then send that booty back for downward dog. Take a moment to pedal it out. Then we're going to lift that right leg, three-legged dog. And I want you to stack those hips now. So open the right hip, then bend that right knee. Maybe draw that right heel to the booty, but make sure your torso is straight. So your chest is still pulling down towards the earth and your shoulders are still square. Nice. Come back to three-legged dog, flex the toes, point them straight down. And then on your exhale, look towards your hands, step that right foot between the palms. Spiral that left heel to the earth and round yourself up to find warrior two. Look over your right hand. Keep opening the hips, opening the chest. Keep those thighs active. Keep pressing through both feet firmly. Straighten that front knee. Torso comes long and extend yourself over for triangle pose. Option to grab the block. Open the hips, open the chest. Left hand reaches towards the sky and your gaze follows. Make sure you're engaging the glutes to keep opening those hips. From here, you're going to bend that front knee. If you have a block, place it a little bit further forward. If you don't have a block, you can bring your forearm to your right knee, right leg, not knee. And then what you're going to do is bend that front knee and extend your left arm overhead for extended side angle. We have a tendency to close in the chest here, so make sure your chest is still opening, your hips are still open. Shoulder blades drawing together, upper back ribs curving around and in. From here, we're going to come to half moon pose. So if you have a block, place that block on whatever setting you feel. A little bit further forward now. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can use the earth, but it is going to be a little bit more challenging, which is also fine. So wherever you are, left hand comes to your hip, step that back foot in a tad. Then I want you to press firmly down through your grounded right foot and lift the left foot off the earth. Once you've found that stability, open the hips. Lift that left foot so it's parallel to the earth. Keep opening the hips, opening the chest. Once you feel like your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked, you can lift that left arm to the sky. Stay strong. Nice. Step that left foot back. Come to extended side angle again. Bend that front knee and then place your palms to the earth. Come back onto the ball of the back foot and step yourself back, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step or jump to meet. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hinge at your hips and round yourself out and all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Press firmly down through your palms, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, engage the core, push yourself up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Going to lift that left leg now, flex the toes, point them straight down. Then we're going to stack those hips like we did last time. Bend that left knee, try and kick that left heel to the booty. Make sure your torso is still straight, your shoulders are still square. Breathe. And come back to three-legged dog, straighten that leg, flex the toes. On an exhale, draw that knee to the chest and plant that foot between the palms. Spiral the back heel down and round yourself up to find warrior two. Make sure your glutes are engaged, lower back's drawing in to create length in the spine, opening the hips. Make sure you're pressing down firmly through the front toes, through the back side edge of the back foot. Torso is long and your gaze is over your left hand. From here, straighten that front leg, create length in the torso again, and then extend yourself over your left leg. Maybe grab that block, come to triangle pose. So stack your shoulders, right hand reaches for the sky. Engage that right glute. Draw those back ribs in to open the hips. Open the chest and breathe. Nice. From here, create a bend in that front knee, maybe push that block forward a tad and extend that right hand overhead for extended side angle. Make sure you're opening your chest still. Avoid collapsing in the chest. Should start to feel a nice stretch along that right side body. Okay. From here, block or no block, place your hand about 8 to 12 inches forward. Right hand comes to your hip. You're going to step that back foot in a tad and then press firmly all your weight down onto that left foot as you lift your right foot off the earth, coming to half moon pose. Open the hips here, flex the toes, make sure your heel is pushing away from you. Once you feel like your lifted leg is parallel to the earth and your hips are opening, open your chest, stack your shoulders, and then lift that right hand to the sky. Hello world. Engage that right glute to keep that leg lifted. Find a focal point for stability. And when you're ready, step that right foot back. Come back to extended side angle for a second. And then hands come to the earth. Come back onto the ball of the back foot and step yourself back. Downward facing dog. Look to your hands. Step or jump to meet. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Maybe here, sway from side to side. Release the head and the neck. And slowly, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself up to find Tadasana. Nice. Once you've found Tadasana, I want you to press strong through your right foot. Lift your left foot off the earth. Bend the knee and place that foot anywhere on your right leg you feel is comfortable, avoiding compressing the knee. Coming to tree pose here, so open the hips, engage the glutes. Draw the left knee backwards. And then arms come out and up. Find a gaze, a focal point at eye height for some stability. If you're up for a bit of a challenge, go ahead and close your eyes. If you fall, your tree gets uprooted, it is fine. You can always replant it. Alrighty. Drop that lifted leg. Arms come back down to Tadasana. Straight away, we're going to press firmly down through that left leg now. Lift the right leg, plant it anywhere you feel is comfortable for you in your practice today, except not the knees. Open the hips, draw that knee backwards, arms out and up. Tree pose. Gorgeous. If you did it on the other side, I challenge you to do it on this side. Close them eyes. Nice. Drop the knee, the leg. Drop the hands. Inhale, arms out and all the way up. Gaze up to the sky. And exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Press firmly through your palms and step yourself back to downward facing dog. From here, I want you to round yourself over as if you're coming into chaturanga. So your shoulders are directly over your wrists. You're on the balls of your feet. You want your core really engaged here. Just gonna hang out here for a bit. Alrighty. Now we're gonna come onto the outside edge of the right foot, and you're gonna stack your left foot on top. You're gonna come into side plank now, so press firmly down through your right hand, extend your left hand to the sky. Keep the hips lifted, keep that core engaged. And if you're up for another little bit of a challenge, lift your left leg. But I want you to keep those hips lifted. Hold for 3, 2, plant the palm, come back to down dog. Nice. Come onto the other side now, so round yourself forward to plank. Hang out here for a second. Then come onto the outside edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top. Press firmly down through your left palm. Lift your right palm to the sky. Nice. If you're up for it, lift that leg. Make sure your hips are still lifting though. Hold for 3, 2, come back, downward facing dog. Nice. Lower the knees to the earth. Plant them as wide as your mat. Untuck the toes and sit your hips back onto your heels for child's pose. Come back to your breath. And slowly walk your hands to meet your knees. Swing your legs out in front of you. Arms come long, knees are facing the sky, feet are on the earth. I want you to slowly, with control, release yourself to the ground. Maybe hang out here for a bit. Maybe pulse. Let's do a little bit of an ab burn for you. Wherever you are, we'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower a little bit further. Hold. And all the way down. Nice. Bring your heels to your booty. Press your hands firmly into the earth. I'm going to come to a couple of rounds of bridge pose. So I want you to lift the hips off the earth. Engage the glutes. Go as high as you can, and then once you can't really go any further, I want you to interlace your hands underneath your body and stack your torso on top of your shoulders. So you're bringing your shoulders underneath your body here. This will help you to be able to lift those hips even higher. Engage those glutes even more. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift. Make sure your legs are parallel so your knees are facing forward. Exhale, lift. And release. Untuck your shoulders. Take a moment. One more go. Press firmly down through your feet. Press through your palms. Lift your hips. Go as far as you can, and then interlace your hands underneath that booty. Bring those shoulders underneath your torso. Push those hips towards the sky. Keep going. Push, push, push. Nice. And release. From here, bring your knees to your chest, bring your feet to the sky this time. And then hands and arms come inside your legs, and then the hands grab the outside edges of your feet for a happy baby pose. In happy baby, I want you to make sure that your tailbone is pushing into the earth. Your shoulders are pushing into the earth, but your feet, they want to push to the sky. So you've got this sort of dual action happening here. It's like a war between your body, but like in a really peaceful way. Breathe into the stretch. It should feel nice in the hips. And then slowly release one leg, release the other leg. Extend your arms long by your sides, and then draw your legs long. Take any final movements to get comfortable before we come into Savasana. In Savasana today, I want you to feel the full support of the earth against your body. So I want you to inhale deeply, and as you exhale, let your body collapse into the earth. Let it support you. Release any tension you're holding in your feet, your calves, your hamstrings. Inhale deeply and exhale to release any tension in the glutes, any resistance in that lower back. Release that lower back into the earth. Let it support. You may have to take a couple of breaths to fully release any tension, any resistance, especially in areas where there's a lot of tension and resistance. Moving up to the mid-back now. Release any tension in the middle of the back, the spine. Relax the shoulders. Slowly draw the chin slightly towards the chest to create length in the neck and the spine. And as you exhale, release the neck into the earth. Relax your neck. Relax your arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax the back of the head. Let your head be heavy. Let the earth support. Relax your mouth. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, relax any tension you're holding in your cheeks, in your ears. Inhale again. And exhale to release the tension in your forehead and that space between your eyebrows. For the next few moments in Savasana, on every exhale, I want you to release any remaining tension you feel you're holding in your body. when you're ready. Roll over onto your preferred side. You can use your hands as a pillow for your head. Just hang out here for a bit. And slowly push yourself up to find an easy seat, but keep your eyes closed or your gaze soft. Hands come to your thighs. Torso remains long. Bring your palms to prayer at the center of your chest. And I invite you to join me in a unified breath. So exhale everything out here. And inhale fully. Exhale completely. Bring your thumbs to your third eye to acknowledge and pay respect to the higher wisdom that resides within. Bring your thumbs to your lips as a reminder to always speak kindness to yourself and others. And bring your thumbs back to your heart space as a reminder to always come back to your limitless capacity to love. Bow the wise mind to the ever-loving heart. And thank yourself for honoring your body, your mind, and your spirit by coming to practice on your mat today. The light within me shines, the light within you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for taking the time to practice with me. I hope you got what you needed. I hope you feel more strength, more grounded. Stay tuned, stay groovy. Namaste.